Hey everyone, thanks for dropping by Bronze Dragon Gaming. Your host with the most, Bronze Dragon here. Well, we had a couple big things that went down in Atlas Earth today, and I'm here to tell you about them. Seems like we can go for quite a while without not much happening, and then two big things drop on the same day, and all while our favorite community manager is on vacation. First of all, you may notice if you logged into your game today that things look a bit differently. So we had a patch that went live today, and also later in the day, we had an AMA style video go live that was from Elizabeth and Sami, detailing the information about how exactly auctions for landmarks are going to work. Firstly, they finally upgraded the visual models for trees and foliage. Gone are all those chopped down trees littering your yard, and it's been upgraded with several new colorful models of trees for your landscape, which very much remind me of Dr. Seuss trees. Or if you saw the video, or if you're old like me and you read the books, the Lorax books. But with that said, I think everything looks much nicer, and I kind of like the vibe. But as much as that did change the game, you probably didn't click on this video to hear about that. The second big change that went live in the game today was the fact that your daily spins on the compass wheel will no longer include the possibility of earning diamonds. Those have been replaced by bid tokens. You heard me right. For all those that have been complaining about getting diamonds on the daily spin on your compass wheel, the diamonds are gone and bid tokens are in their place, and we're getting ready to talk about how those bid tokens will be used. And going forward, next month when the challenge ladder goes live, once again, bid tokens will be replacing the diamonds. Now, your immediate reaction might be, hey, Bronze Dragon, we've been hearing a lot about these bid tokens lately, but what exactly are they and how am I supposed to use them? Well, my friends, it's because a feature we've been waiting on for years and has been labeled as coming soon for years is apparently imminent. Landmarks are coming, and I know. Get it out of your system. We just got a massive breakdown from the Atlas Earth executive team, VP of Marketing Elizabeth and CEO Sami Khan. In the form of a video that they posted today, they talked exactly about how the system is going to work, how the auctions are going to go down, and what happens if you own existing land right where landmarks are going to be and will be covered under eminent domain, which is written into the terms of service of the game. So let's look at the facts straight from the top. Sami explicitly stated that landmarks are designed to boost the game economy for the players, offering entirely new ways for owners to earn. If you're a traveler, this is also a way you can truly plant your flag on the global scale, so to speak. But they wanted to make sure that this wasn't just a playground for massive whales who had a ton of extra Atlas bucks sitting around. They wanted an active, competitive system. Enter the bid tokens. So, with that in mind, let's run through what an actual landmark auction is going to look like. Phase 1, the 24-hour entry qualifier. Every single landmark event, which will start as a localized countrywide beta before going fully global, begins with a 24-hour clock. Every single landmark, believe it or not, starts at a base price of just 100 Atlas bucks. Think about that. A landmark like the White House or the Eiffel Tower consists of a collection of dozens, possibly hundreds of parcels, and all of them are packaged together starting at 100 Atlas bucks. Now, it's obviously not going to sell for that, but that's the baseline. During this first 24 hours, you must submit at least one bid token to qualify. If you don't bid in phase 1, you are locked out completely. This prevents sniper accounts or massive whales from sitting on the sidelines and stealing it in the last 5 seconds. You have to participate early. Phase 2, the ultimate game of musical chairs, so to speak. Once phase 1 ends, the real battle begins. Sami literally described this as a high-stakes game of musical chairs. First, the price escalation. For every set increment of bids submitted, right now the dev team is currently tuning this between 10 and 100 bids. The actual Atlas Bucks purchase price of the landmark increases by exactly 1 Atlas Buck. So, if 9,000 bid tokens are dropped during an auction, the final price of that landmark might climb to around 800 or 900 Atlas Bucks. Still, an absolute steal for a massive historical site. Secondly, the timer extension. When the auction timer drops below the 2-minute mark, every single bid token dropped adds 5 to 10 seconds back onto the clock. Because of this, high-profile auctions could literally last for days, rotating across global time zones so nobody loses out just because they were asleep. And thirdly, the winner takes all, of course. The clock ticks down. If you are the absolute last person to submit a bid token when that clock strikes 0, you win the right to buy the landmark. Okay, you won the auction. Now what? Well, if you hold that final slot when the timer hits 0, first of all, a push notification is going to hit your phone and an alert will pop up. You have exactly 24 hours to pay the final Atlas Buck total that the auction established. But what if you fall asleep? What if you ran out of Atlas Bucks? Or simply forget to hit that buy button? Atlas Earth has provided and built a backup called the waterfall system. If the final winner fails to pay up within 24 hours, the opportunity to purchase the landmark automatically drops down to the person who submitted the most total bid tokens during the entire auction. This is huge for strategy. It means even if you lose the musical chair's final click, sinking a massive stack of bid tokens into an auction gives you an insurance policy to claim the property if first place defaults. And if you do buy it, the developers are introducing something never before seen in the game. The moment a landmark is successfully purchased, the entire global player base will receive a visual notification. The next time anyone anywhere in the world opens Atlas Earth, their app will briefly teleport them to that city and state, or country or province, wherever you happen to be, and show a 3D spinning model of the landmark in question with a banner reading, "Owned by Bronze Dragon," or whoever won the auction. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, because I know a ton of you hardcore players have already traveled to famous spots and bought up parcels right on top of real-world landmarks hoping to cash in. The developers explicitly confirmed today that eminent domain is real, and it is already written in the terms of service. And we've talked about this before, as a lot of places, especially in the United States, have been blocked off for a long time, and they represent as all green blocks. So nobody owns those currently. However, other places around the world are different. So that's what eminent domain is here to cover. If you own parcels that fall directly inside the newly mapped boundaries of an upcoming landmark, Atlas Earth is going to forcibly buy those parcels back from you. Now, before you start panicking in the comments, listen to the silver lining. They are paying you out at a premium multiple. You will receive significantly more Atlas Bucks back than you originally spent to acquire the land. It's essentially a forced payout that leaves you richer than you were before. So, what's the plan? Well, Sami mentioned that the very first landmark auctions are going to be surprise beta type events with very little warning. But moving forward, they aim to have 10-day advance notice on the auctions, and those will pop up as notices under the events tab with everything else. Also, there will be a new button on the main map screen. Because this first launch is happening fast, no one has a massive hoard of bid tokens saved up. So Sami explicitly talked about that the very first landmarks to go live will likely go for incredibly cheap because the global supply of bid tokens is at an all-time low. How am I going to approach it? Well, I'm going to start spinning that compass immediately and make sure to not miss a day. I'm going to try to accumulate every single bid token that I can get my hands on over the next few weeks. And keep an eye on your emails. Watch the in-games event tab like a hawk, and make sure you have baseline stack of maybe 1 to 2,000 Atlas bucks sitting in reserve so you can instantly cash out if you win a bracket. I think this is one of, if not the biggest structural shift in Atlas Earth since launch, and it completely revamps the value of daily engagement. Also, a big thing he did not discuss that still has me wondering is, it's all fine and good. You've told us how we can win bid tokens and how we can use the bid tokens and how we can spend a lot of Atlas bucks buying the actual landmarks. But what do we get out of it? He mentioned the fact that people will buy badges at the landmarks, and we've talked about that before, but there still was no verbiage around what the owners of the landmarks, how much we actually get out of it. Will it be the same as getting Atlas bucks out of a mayor badge? I don't know. Also, if I want to sell that landmark after I buy it, is there a way in the future that I can put that back up for auction? Inquiring minds want to know. What do you all think? Let me know in the comments section below. Are you mourning the loss of the daily diamonds? I don't think so, because there were so many people complaining about it. Or are you already scheming to buy that Eiffel Tower or the Statue of Liberty? Let me know your exact strategy and how you're going to approach this. If you found this breakdown helpful, please smash that like button, subscribe, and think about becoming a member of the channel to support us. Also, if you're not keeping track of them, go on to the official Atlas Earth Discord and Reddit to keep track of when these betas might be happening. This has been Bronze Dragon. I hope everyone on your side is happy and healthy. As always, I'll see you in Atlas Earth.